Cooper Marcher here. Happy Catterday, everybody. Meet Frankie, which is short for Frankenkitten. He was born with 4 ears under a suburban house to a feral mother, where he was found with his sibling, explains Frankie's human Georgie Anderson. He was found with 1 living sibling, but there may have been more that did not survive. The homeowners took Frankie and his brother in for several weeks to socialize them and fatten them up before bringing them to the shelter for medical care and rehoming. Of course, his 4 ears are the first things people see, but he also has a very large overbite, which gives his face a very angular appearance. When he first arrived at the animal shelter, he had 2 eyes, but sadly 1 eye had ruptured and had to be removed. Frankie also has problems in his hind legs because his knees don't sit properly. This makes him walk a bit splay-legged, as his knees often slide in and out of place. Because of his overbite, his lower canines were piercing through the roof of his mouth. He also needs his knees operated on to stabilize the joints, and Georgie is working on saving up money to do that. He also had dental work done to cut his lower canines to just a few millimeters above the gum line. The eye removal allowed him to survive, as the infection would have become septic and killed him. I worked at the animal shelter at the time that Frankie came in. I was also a foster carer, so I asked to foster him for a week as he recovered from his eye removal. It wasn't so much his unique look that sold him to me. It was his sweet demeanor, the way he explored his surroundings and sought comfort from me. I went and saw him prior to his procedure and right away was struck by how sweet-natured he was. After a few hours of having him home in recovery, I knew he was special in a way I couldn't describe. The physical aspect of his condition has some impact on his everyday life. His front ears mildly affect his directional hearing, as they almost act like little earmuffs to his proper ears. He has adjusted well to having 1 eye, but I can tell his night vision is not as good as other cats. His legs don't cause pain or affect the way he plays or jumps. His mouth probably is the biggest physical factor. He struggles to eat wet food because he can't get a good grasp on it. He's on a dry food diet and has learned to pick kibble up with his tongue and bring it into his mouth that way rather than using his teeth. A normal day for Frankie is picking different places to curl up and sleep, ambushing me every morning while I make breakfast. He likes to try and climb up my leg and then darts off like a lunatic playing with his brother Lucas, annoying his 2 older siblings. His personality is very cheeky, but he gets away with it because he's so very sweet. He's not overly intelligent, which has been a noticed trait in some other cats with 4 ears. I doubt he would fare well outside. He is so loving and affectionate and seems to sense when I have had a difficult day. I almost would say he has a dog-like personality. Frankie is living proof that beauty lies within. He has a fabulous relationship with his humans, and something tells me everything's going to be fine. There are those who might consider Frankie flawed. I prefer to think of him as truly unique. Cooper Marcher here. Ciao.